This is a cat house I built for a stray named Smoky. He's been living out under our pavilion in a smaller shelter. I wanted to build a cat house that was easy to access, kept the inside warm, and provided a safe space for Smoky. I built a cat house with a removable roof that can slide open or be taken off completely, but seals tightly when the lid is on. The rest of this video will take you through the process of how I built it, starting with the material I used, which was this large red oak slab. I'll start by cutting it down and planing it smooth. After planing the slab smooth, I rip it into strips for lamination. That lets me create strong, stable boards for the walls and ceiling. Next, I'll start gluing up these 1-inch thick boards. I cut the laminated boards into 4 pieces, 2 at 32 inches long and 2 at 20 inches long. I joined those 4 pieces together to form a rectangular box. Then I cut an additional piece that will divide the box into 2 rooms, with the smaller one acting as a hallway to the front door. Next, I'm taking the last glued up panel and cutting it to size for the lid. It originally wasn't wide enough for the 18-inch interior, so I glued a few extra pieces onto it. Now it fits snugly. Next, I'm making 3 triangular pieces that will act as the roof trusses. I'm going to use these 3 triangles to build a frame that attaches directly to the lid of the cat house. This frame overhangs the top edges of the box while the lid sits perfectly flush, creating a tight, sealed fit. It also gives me an attic-style space above the main compartment, which I can insulate or use for a few other ideas I've got in mind. Next, I'll attach one of the strips I cut earlier to the edge of the lid's roof frame. This piece will be cut at an angle, so the next roof pieces will flow smoothly into it. Working off the first strip, I'm setting up the rest of the red oak and black walnut pieces I cut for the roof. Once I pick the pattern I like, I'll take all the strips back off and glue them up using my bar clamps. I was originally going to use the nail gun with glue, but I decided to make one solid board on each side, which I'll tie together at the top of the roof with a triangular strip of black walnut. I applied glue on the bottoms of the boards and the roof frame, clamped it all in place, and then added a few screws from underneath. Had a lot of ideas for the attic space. My first thought was to cut a hole in the lid ceiling so Smoky could access the attic from inside the cat house, and add a one-way out cat door on the slanted roof for emergency escape, only allowing him to go out, not back in. But for now, I'm just going to have this removable panel on the one side and insulate the attic. I attach a few floorboards by using brad nails through the bottom side of the box. I still needed to cut the front and back doors since I hadn't done that before assembling the box. When I first started, my first idea was to use a swinging cat door, but I wasn't sure the cats would go through that type of door. Since I let someone borrow my jigsaw, I'm using a reciprocating saw to cut both doors for now, and later on, I might add different door options. I plan on adding clear plastic or waterproof fabric strips over the doors to help trap in as much heat as possible. This will be its new spot. I still have some future upgrades planned, but for now, I'm going to insulate the inside, drop in a heating pad, insulate the attic, and see what Smoky thinks. Thanks for watching. I'm going to set up some cameras and see if I can catch Smoky coming into the house.